Welcome everyone to another episode of Football Armchair Experts, where we pretend to know everything but actually we know nothing. And last week we only just were saying that the title race was done and the relegation race was done. Obviously that's proof, if ever it was needed, that we don't know anything. Matchweek 26 turned everything on its head. Man City lost, Liverpool won, title race back on. Newcastle and Everton didn't win, Burnley and Watford did. Relegation race also back on. Liverpool fan Imran, a Newcastle fan Manjun, and I myself, Mark, I'm a Fulham fan. Front threes definitely made a big difference in the title race this week. Kulusevski, Son Heung-min, and Harry Kane all making contributions to make sure that the title race is back on.
Waiting for something like that for like to give us sort of a boost, because it can be a bit demoralizing to be always chasing so far behind and like telling ourselves, not just telling, but even convincing yourself, be it like a fan or I guess even the players, that you still have a shot, right? But I guess you have to say that as a fan and as a player, like, oh yeah, we can still like chase and like hope for the best, right? But I think it can be a bit demoralizing. So like this sort of results like will give both the players and the fans like a much needed boost, like in this like midway through the season. I think nobody expected Man City to lose to Spurs of all teams, right? They have been on a 3-game losing streak, so and haven't been playing well. And I mean, they've managed to even demoralize Conte's, I don't know, ego or what. It's like he's been pretty quiet recently. So
just earlier before we started this recording, we actually watched the game but missed all like 4 of the 5 goals. Out of like your in and out of watching the game, what do you make of Man City's performance? Like, you know, did they deserve to lose against this kind of Spurs side, or Spurs just really great on the day?
I don't know. It feels like Spurs are their boogie team. I mean, like I don't think Man City played badly. I think they played normal. Then I don't think Spurs defended very well also. I think they played normal. So I think it just so happens that Spurs managed to score 3 goals that day. I mean, like a usual day, maybe Spurs play another day, they probably will not like score 3 goals. Just that this happens to be their lucky day. Yeah. But honestly, I'm not reading too much into this result.
3 mistakes from Man City players contributed to the 3 goals. Does this mean Spurs tactically got it right, or maybe Man City's defense is not as solid as we thought it was?
to be honest, I don't think their defense is like very, very good. I feel like, yeah, of course they are the team that conceded the least they still conceded the least in the Premier League, but I think it's more of their attack is so strong and they always have so much control over the game that their defense is like hardly threatened. So I guess in this case, I don't know if it's considered tactically outclassing Man City, because I mean, you already know how Spurs are going to play. You already know how Man City are going to play when they come out against each other. It's not like Conte pulled like some magical formation out of his bag or like some genius move, right? It's like this was expected. Spurs are going to hit them on the break and hopefully get something out of the game, which they did. I think it's more down to individual brilliance because they're front three. I mean, Son and Kane has always been good, and then their new striker, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Contributed to that as well. So and I think and like judging from the comments and like pundits and whatever, it's not that either side played badly, and Man City certainly didn't play badly. It was just I think down to individual brilliance. And what I wanted to say something just now, but I forgot. That actually we can't really complain too much about Man City's attack, like they're crossing too many balls or whatever this game, which people say maybe it's like out of ideas, but the fact is they scored 2 goals. So usually that'll be enough to win any game. So it's more of they considered 3 goals rather than they failed to score. So so I think it's not that maybe their defenders made individual mistakes. It was an off day for the defenders in particular, and then Spurs were just on form with players like Harry Kane. That's why they are the best players in their position.
But I guess, you know, in terms of like Spurs integrating like their new signings in Bentancur starting in the midfield 3, Kulusevski also doing well in the front 3. Like, is this the way forward for Spurs?
I think probably next season now. They can start building for next season.
This could be Man City's bogey team. Guardiola, of course, has won 3 out of his 5 home games against Spurs, and every season they won the title. He's not won this time. So does that mean that the title may not go to Man City? It could go to Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, all of their front three also scored. Luis Diaz, of course, scoring his first goal for Liverpool. At one point, I was looking at the scores and I saw if Liverpool went behind against Norwich, I was thinking like, what the hell happened? I mean, obviously after that, course corrected itself and Liverpool won. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that Imran didn't watch this game.
I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was at a good time, 11 p.m. on a Saturday night.
So what do you think of like when Liverpool conceded first?
Okay lah, it was more frustration than anything because we were playing well. It's just that I think Liverpool played exactly how you expected them to play, and even after missing a few of their games this couple of weeks, right? Like whenever I watch them, it's always this consistency, like you know how they're gonna play, and they usually execute the same every week. And on Norwich part, I think it's more of luck that they scored because it was like quite a big deflection.
Yeah,
it's sort of the thing where you never take your chance, then they just anyhow shoot from outside the box. Then I don't know. Then one of the defenders, I think it was Joel Matip, just like stick the leg out, then GG already. But I think at that point nobody expected Liverpool to lose still because it was 1-0 at the start of the second half. And like, would you like? I don't think anybody would think that Liverpool won't be able to score against Norwich or anyone else for that matter. I don't know how many teams have managed to cap Liverpool to 0 goals. I think even Man City, even Chelsea, all the top teams, if it's a draw, it's always 1-1, 2-2 or something. So especially with Mane and Salah back, I think goals was a matter of time. It's just that whether it's a draw or whether you win or not, that's a different thing.
I think it was how to say, the manner of the win seemed to really, I didn't watch the game. As a neutral, I wouldn't watch Liverpool Norwich, but I did watch the highlights, and it seemed like it was a kind of I wouldn't say season defining, but it really, especially with the context of Man City losing after that, this could be a momentous win. I wouldn't say Liverpool could have lost against Norwich, but I guess it was
at
the
home
way in which, it was like the way in which you all came back. I think the quick fire double, Mane, Salah right after that also, really got the crowd going and all that. And it seems like everyone was like, okay, this is where we start to take control of I wouldn't say take control of the title race, but take control of your own destiny in that sense. Of course, I think if the calculations are correct, it means that if you all win every single game, it means that you all be champions.
Yes.
But it's been a very long time since you've been able to say that kind of thing. I guess maybe can ask Manjun first. Does this make Liverpool title favorites?
Oh, that's a tough one. I wouldn't say they are title favorites, but then I would push up their chances of fighting for the title after watching this game. Yeah. So unlike my luck on the Spurs game, right? I watched 20 minutes of this game and I saw all 3 goals. So it was wonderful.
Well done.
So, yeah.
So maybe Liverpool's good luck charm.
Yeah. So Liverpool look. I mean, I usually don't rub the balls of Liverpool, but then they look kind of good this game. Not good lie. So it was a bad time for Man City to screw up. I felt maybe the tide a bit on Liverpool's favor. I feel a bit because of momentum. But what the hell? Luis Diaz looks damn good. It's the first time I watched him play. It reminds me of, not really the same, but it reminds me of a bit of Gareth Bale in him. To me a bit of resemblance.
In the sense that his game, I won't say his game is totally reliant on speed, but you can tell that it's quite reliant on his speed.
Yeah, he's damn strong, he's damn fast. That's the thing, yeah.
And it's quite tall also.
It's quite tall. But actually, I thought he was damn tall. But I went to search, he's 21.78.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really, man?
It does look, I'm not quite sure about it. Is it because his shots are particularly short or he has very long legs? I'm not sure.
His long, skinny legs, maybe. Oh, okay, I gotta give a bit of credit for Norwich. I think they played decent. They counted quite decently.
Okay.
They did manage to get to the final third and they get crosses in this counting, but I mean, Norwich, I didn't score a lot of goals.
Okay.
Yeah, Norwich played okay. Actually, it wasn't like a one-sided game.
Still doomed. They're still doomed. That's what they are.
Having a January transfer always kind of helps a little bit, especially when he gets off and running like Luis Diaz has. It gets people excited, looking forward to it. Whereas Man City did seem a little bit what kind of percentage chance do you give Liverpool on winning the title?
I think 40-60, Liverpool 40%.
Okay.
I mean, can't put them above 50 because no matter what, Man City are still ahead.
Okay.
Maybe before this week, I would say it was 20-30%, but now it's 30-40. I would just say 40 because a bit more optimistic as a Liverpool fan. And back to what you were saying about the signings, but I think it was quite and we didn't sign for the title race or whatever. We just signed him because Spurs wanted to go in for him, right? But it turned out to be quite an appropriate signing. and like it managed to help us at exactly the right time, because before that, when Mane and Salah wasn't back, so he managed to get a fast start into life playing in the first team already. He didn't have to sit on the bench and wait for people. And then this week also he managed, he had to start because Jota and Firmino were out. So if he weren't around, then we may have lacked a bit of firepower. We have to start with Origi or Minamino or something. Yeah, so it's like a good situation for him now. It's he come in and straight away can play in the first team already, contribute to the title challenge. And that's just gonna make him improve faster.
It does seem like it could be a very exciting end to the season for Liverpool. I mean, some people talking about possible quadruple and all that. I mean, the fact that you are still in all 4 competitions, I think it's difficult because you have your attentions divided and all that, but we'll see. Of course, there's the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea coming up. Talk a little bit about that a bit later also. In terms of right at the bottom of the table, there was, of course, injected excitement as well. Burnley scoring 3 goals against Brighton at the Amex. Who needs Chris Wood? Wout Weghorst, of course, with was it 1 goal or 2 goals? I can't remember. 1 goal and 1 assist. Watford also got their first win under Roy Hodgson. They beat Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa at Villa Park. A bit worried, maybe Watford and Burnley picking up.
Actually, I hope this doesn't come and bite me in the ass. But then, because I'm quite confident that we can survive, as in Newcastle can survive. So I was quite happy that Watford and Burnley actually won. It's not be a boring ass relegation battle, let me tell you that. Yeah. So, I mean, I was happy that Watford won actually. To be honest.
Why particularly Watford?
Because they're still far behind.
Yeah,
still further behind Newcastle.
Far behind for them to actually threaten us, I feel. But then still provide some sort of competition, for the relegation spots.
If I may jump ahead, you're assuming Watford have the best chance of the 3 to survive.
No. Burnley had the best chance of the 3. So I was not really. So I was more happy that Watford won and Burnley won. Yeah, but But as a neutral, I am quite happy that Burnley won. Yeah, but hopefully they don't take this momentum with them. But consider Burnley, I don't think so. It's only their second win of the season, so I don't think they can expect big things from them. Yeah.
It is only their second win of the season, but with their new frontman, Wout Weghorst might be. I mean, still early. If he keeps them up, possibly signing of the season, who knows? 12 million only from Wolfsburg. And of course, I couldn't help but check, of course, the last day of the season, Burnley versus Newcastle at Turf Moor.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we have to be safe by at least by the Norwich game, which is 6 games before the end of the season. Not we are screwed up. Because if you look at our last 4-5 games, I think it's Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool, Spurs, not very sure, something like that. Yeah. So knowing our luck, I don't think we should go into those 5 games still in the battle.
I'm pretty sure none of us watched the Brighton-Burnley game. The most I can say are highlights, and Burnley did. Okay, I won't say that their 3 goals are lucky, but how to say, the attacking play was good and all that. But on a normal day, I think that the way that they scored the 3 goals probably wouldn't have happened.
But the Aaron Lennon goal though.
The Aaron Lennon goal also, I don't think Aaron Lennon is that good nowadays. So
Aaron Lennon's still playing, eh?
Yeah, boy.
How old is he already?
35, I think.
Yeah, the way he lifted the ball above the keeper like that, I don't think happens on a regular basis now.
It doesn't seem intentional, I'm not gonna lie.
The ball accident. Okay, I don't think it's an accident
now. It felt like it flew very slow. That happened to hit top corner.
And I guess maybe some pundits also drawing parallels on how Chris Wood struggling at Newcastle. Do you think he will ever score for Newcastle?
I don't know if I mentioned that he could flop the whole season and not score. I think one of the past podcasts, I think I said that. Yes. High chance. I think he has only 2 shots on goal. I think then one full 50 meters here, one full 50 meters there. So I think high chance.
It does seem like he doesn't really know what to do as Newcastle's number 9 in that sense.
He is tall, he can jump. He made some headers. Yeah, but that's about it at the moment. You don't pay 25 million for that. Yeah.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise for Burnley. Because maybe Chris Wood was holding them back.
Can say this now. I tell you, if Robin was on, he'll be rolling around. In terms of Watford's 1-0 win over Aston Villa, is only their 2nd clean sheet of the season. No coincidence, both their clean sheets have come under Roy Hodgson. Could this possibly be another great escape? Even though Roy Hodgson is this old already, I'm not sure his heart can take it. But to us, Imran, could it happen again?
No lah. I don't think so. I think they're too far back, and it's like they will have to string together. Like, let's see, 2 wins in a row, and Newcastle lose 2 games. Okay, Newcastle losing 2 games, quite realistic. But Watford winning 2 games in a row, I don't think so. And I haven't seen the run of games coming up, and so I think it's still a bit too late. And Roy Hodgson, I don't know. Like, to him, it's like not really. There's nothing much left in it really. It's like whether they promote, don't promote. It's like for him, it's still like sort of a caretaker role.
West Ham, Newcastle, anything to mention?
Nah, not really.
Okay, good summary. In terms of Everton, of course, they did lose 2-0 to Southampton. Southampton, a little bit of shout out to them. 4 wins and 3 draws in the last 8, but it is 2 wins in 17 for Everton. If there's anything going to be dragged into it, like Imran mentioned, it could be them. Everton have never been relegated before, but it would be a bit odd for them to get relegated in a season where there's a lot of relegation fodder at the bottom.
Yeah, it means it must be really bad to get relegated this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think good shout out for Southampton. I think at the start of the season, people were like saying they'll be in the relegation fight, right? Like, always selling their players, like and their academy seem to have like dried up really, or like their scouting or whatever. So haven't been doing well the past couple of seasons, but they are now comfortably in 10th. So yeah, I think it's like a good season so far for Southampton, even though they aren't like that far off the teams below them. But the fact that they aren't in the relegation scrap now and above all the other teams that like Leicester, Aston Villa, freaking Everton, I mean, like good job to them.
Oh yes, I did go back and check because last week Manjun said that he was pretty sure he didn't predict Southampton to go down, right?
Yeah.
It's you.
The season ain't over till it's over, guys. You never know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think they would have to lose almost every game for them to get dragged in. But
which is possible.
I mean, who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I predicted Norwich to stay up, so
Yeah, I think
there's still time for that.
God damn shit.
I predicted Crystal Palace to go down. Oh, which is possible too. Still possible.
Yeah, correct. They are starting to lose form also, Crystal Palace. Who of course did lose to Chelsea 1-0. Nothing much to mention about that.
Lukaku getting 7 touches.
Oh yeah. That's true. When you did win against Leeds. I guess nowadays that's just a regular occurrence. It's kind of boring to always talk about like, oh, is it Ralph Rangnick's problem or is it Cristiano Ronaldo's problem? So you know what? We'll give it a rest this week.
That's it.
So we'll go to our match week 27 predictions. Do we want to do the Carabao Cup final as the big game?
I mean, can briefly talk about it.
Yeah, but would they even play their full strength? That's the thing.
Why not?
Probably would be Minamino, Origi, and Harvey Elliott up front. No, I mean, probably not lah. This is the final.
Huh? No lah. Finals they will confirm play the strongest team.
But Carabao Cup okay lah.
Yeah, but maybe the keeper will be Kelleher lah. Won't be.
Kelleher, nice.
Yeah, because he has been the keeper for this all along.
Liverpool, of course,
I hope so.
On the up, and Chelsea. I won't say Chelsea on the down, but they're still struggling to find form, eking out wins here and there. It does seem like this could be straightforward.
I don't know, like it seems possible that Chelsea probably can nick a win out of this lah. Yeah, okay. Maybe like 1-0, extra time 2-1, this counting on penalties. Okay, that wouldn't surprise me lah. Yeah, if just Chelsea happen to show up that game. Yeah, but probably won't be Lukaku scoring. I don't think so lah.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing his form, he might even miss the penalty shootout here.
Yeah, I think best of play. Just take Kai Havertz. Probably will score the winner for you lah. So that's the thing.
It's okay. We have our own Divock Origi to counter that. Big game goal scorers.
Yeah, I mean, just for the fuck's sake, I think maybe Chelsea gonna win it lah.
Okay.
Like, who cares? Maybe
score
1-0 after extra time lah. Kai Havertz lah.
Or just because there's a possibility of extra time. Just because we can predict penalties, why not? I'm gonna go Liverpool to win on penalties. After it's 1-1. After extra time.
So who's gonna miss the penalty?
Who's gonna miss the penalty? I think maybe
Lukaku.
Lukaku play Lukaku.
I think both sides will miss 1 penalty each. But I think maybe Liverpool win 4-2 on penalty. I think he will predict no extra time, no penalties.
Yeah, Liverpool win 2-0.
Just end the game earlier lah. 2-0
Yeah.
Okay lah.
2-0.
How will Liverpool lose 1-0? That means none of the players are going to score. That doesn't make sense.
Weirder things have happened at Carabao Cup final.
What weirder things have happened in your past memories of Carabao Cup finals?
Wigan. Did they win before?
Wigan? No, that was the FA Cup.
Right? Oh, FA Cup. See, weird things happen. You never know.
But that's the FA Cup.
Yeah. Then I mean, if West Ham have been to the final. Just counting with Marlon
Okay.
Harewood.
But that's going to the final. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what? Our topic. Weirder things have happened in the Carabao Cup final, right? Spurs have won a Carabao Cup final.
But that is disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah, you never see it coming out. That was when
that was the
Carabao
one day
Cup,
Ramos.
That means it's recent one.
Okay, Carling Cup or whatever.
Carling Cup. So for some team, Van der Vaart era, is it?
Yeah, the Roman Pepiuchenko.
Oh, damn cool. That's Gareth Bale era.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did have Gareth Bale.
I think maybe can be a free, like a choose your favorite number lah. Everton, Man City. Don't know whether.
Wow.
I mean, bad time for Man City to lose. They should not get back. Everton is. I'm sorry, Everton is shit lah. I mean, they can blame injuries for all they can say. They can say Gray is out, but their two strikers are back. So what more can they say? But 4-0 seems a stretch. I think 3-0. 3-0 to Man City.
We are spanking. I go for 4-0 lah. 4-0.
4-0.
I'm going to go 3-0 Man City also. Brentford against Newcastle. I guess at the start of the season, many of us were joking, oh, Brentford will get their first win of the season against Newcastle. They didn't. They got their first win against Arsenal.
In the first game of the season, is it?
Yeah, it was the first game. But I guess in terms of this game, if Newcastle don't want to, get Manjun's hopes up, but if Newcastle were to win this, they'll be in the heady heights of 14th in the table. Will Newcastle win this game?
I think it depends on situation. I think
Okay.
if ASM starts, I think we can win this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's out injured, right? Is he out injured for long?
Yeah, he's like not. So it's those precautionary kind of injury lah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So because we look them toothless against ASM without him lah. I mean, Ryan Fraser is fine, but then, I mean, he can't really like create for himself really, Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
So if ASM starts, then I think we'll win.
Okay.
If ASM doesn't start, then I think it'll be a draw. Because Ivan Toney is out also, so thank Lord lah. Yeah. I got a bet that he starts. I got to say, I think it could be a high scoring game. Let me think. 3-2 Newcastle.
Okay. I think this was 3-3 the corresponding.
Yeah, it was 3-3, yeah. It was 3-3 PLC.
Okay. I'm going to go draw 1-1.
I would say momentum from Newcastle side. Brentford has been dipping like quite some time now. I think it'll be Newcastle win 2-1. West Ham Wolves. Wolves are, let's see, they are 2 games behind West Ham, but they are only 2 points behind. So if Wolves win West Ham, they will leapfrog West Ham into 5th. And I think Wolves are doing much better than West Ham recently. So I'll go for Wolves win. 1-0.
But it does seem like this kind of game, like they both sides going into very different, like West Ham on the down, Wolves on the up, and then West Ham win and completely put it to bed. I think that's going to be the case lah. West Ham win 2-1.
Maybe convincingly. I go for 2-0 Wolves win.
With the Friday night game, Southampton at home against Norwich.
2-0 Southampton.
1-0 Norwich.
1-0 Norwich.
Out of fucking nowhere.
I'm going to go Southampton convincing win 3-1. Leeds against Spurs.
Yeah, I go for a 4-2 again. 4-2 Spurs.
Spurs maybe haven't stayed their ship yet. 2-2.
Okay, lots of goals for this one. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go very few goals for this one. Spurs win 1-0. Okay, next, Crystal Palace Burnley. Even saying that also sounds. But you know what? Burnley to win 1-0. Wout Weghorst to score.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll probably go for Wout Weghorst type head in. 1-0 Burnley.
Okay,
I think 1-1. Both sides draw a lot of games.
Brighton against Aston Villa. Both sides a bit out of form this time.
Another 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to predict a 3-4 for Villa. I go 1-0 at Brighton.
I'm going to go 0-0 for this. Last but not least, Man U at home against Watford. The corresponding fixture, of course, cost Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his job. Just to trigger Man U fans.
I'm going to go 1-1 for this.
Oh, really? Or Watford to get a point? Okay, sure. Why not?
For this.
Yeah, I think Man U win 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to go Man U win 1-0.
Aubameyang scoring hat-trick.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
hat-trick.
correct, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting Aubameyang. Last week, I forgot that he moved from Arsenal. This week, I forgot he scored a hat-trick. But yeah. Apparently, he's the first player to score a hat-trick in like 4 out of the top 5 leagues. Hat-trick in Dortmund, hat-trick at Arsenal, hat-trick now at Barcelona.
So what's the 4th one?
I remember was he ever in Italy? No,
France,
right? Oh, he was in France.
Oh, in France, yeah. Played for some, don't know what team as well.
Oh, so it's the pre-Dortmund days.
Yeah, it's the pre-Dortmund days. I think he played for what, Saint Etienne or something like that. Is it?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah,
Congrats to
something
Aubameyang.
like. Yeah.
I think who else? Samuel Eto'o. So.
Eto'o?
I mean, he won the Champions League with 3 different clubs, is it? Or was it
That
2?
sounds about right.
But
He
end
won
of the
at
day,
Barcelona, he won at Inter, he won at
Won
Chelsea.
Inter.
Is it?
oh yeah, journeyman, true journeyman.
Even at Chelsea, he was at Chelsea, right?
Yeah, it was Chelsea.
Yeah, he was at Chelsea. I
During
think for
the-
like 2 seasons.
During the sweet period, but they also won the Champions League during the sweet period. So
During
I
the
don't know
sweet period
whether
also.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the same period.
Yeah.
Maybe
Possible.
not. I know Fernando Torres was there, so maybe not Eto'o.
That's true.
But I thought they played during the same era. They played during the same era, no man. The Eto'o, Torres.
I don't think they're at Chelsea at the same time.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think. Yeah, I don't think they were
Oh.
together.
It's like Shevchenko and Crespo at the same time also at Chelsea. Was it?
Maybe one season overlap.
Oh.
Yeah, like Shevchenko came in when Crespo was on the way out.
Shevchenko was after Drogba, right?
They did together. Got played together also.
I think might have been together.
It was a star-studded team, man. But never win anything. All the
Yeah.
OD come together and play again.
Well, not didn't win. They didn't win.
Got
They
lah,
did win
win-
Premier Leagues lah. Shevchenko did score like a few like important goals also. I mean, even though Chelsea do have like a lot of number 9s that flop, they all score important goals. Like Fernando Torres also.
Did the Higuain score any important goals?
No,
No, probably not. Right?
No,
that's
yeah,
a flop.
They true
that's
flop
the
Higuain.
thing. True flop. That's the thing. I think even when you talk about like flop number 9s at Chelsea, I don't think anybody will say Higuain also.
He's not
Oh,
even
okay.
because he's not there long enough. He's just there for like one season.
Yeah, that's true. But
Did
then
even-
that was a true flop.
They didn't even buy him, right? It was on loan or something.
It was alone. I think.
Oh, loan only. Then no, never mind. They want pay money. It's okay.
It's okay.
They have to go all the way back to Casman. No, yeah, I think so. It's not recent memory. I cannot think of anybody.
Think of anybody that do
Yeah.
at Chelsea?
Who that did worse like at Chelsea. Did the worst. Like after Casman.
Or after
Who's
Yeah.
Kisman?
was Adrian Mutu after Kesman.
Adrian Mutu different. That one is a cult hero piece. That one is a cult hero. Oh.
What are you talking about? All these are like pre-Abramovich days, right?
Were they
No
pre? I think it was after. Yeah.
Casman is their big signing, and when they got Abramovich, yeah, 30 million I think for that guy.
Who is he? I don't even know.
Mateo Kesman. But I think it's under Ranieri, right? Like really early
Yeah,
on.
it's the Ranieri era. Yeah. They can never get a true number 9.
Yeah. It's a curse.
Yeah, I think it's just a curse.
Yeah, just bet Man City. Let's go Brazil and buy some youngster.
No, or be like them and don't play any strikers.
Maybe that's the answer all along.
You know who was on form number 9? Yeah. Iksan
Who?
Fandi on form for
I was wondering where this was going. But okay.
youngster only 22 years old can take a chance. I think like 6 goals in the last 7 games. Something like that, some bullshit.
Where is he now?
Yeah, he's with his
Thai
brother
club, is
at BG United, some Thai club. Yeah, they were champions last year. They were champions last year of the Thai league.
How do the other Southeast Asian countries have more money in their leagues than Singapore? I don't get it. Their country don't have money.
Because every league is better than Singapore league. Legit. Shout out FAS. What the fuck you all doing? Hey, I see one guy play for Tanjong Pagar United. In the day he trade and night he sell insurance. Well, the guy is doing well. Let me tell you.
Wait, how you know this?
I suddenly I scroll through my Instagram feed.
He trying to sell you, is it?
Gold tier like insurance agent. Then he played for Tanjong Pagar United. What lao that guy? Yeah.
Maybe that's how he do it. It's like
I do it.
yeah,
Oh.
he said he let people meet the team or what. He said, hey, you sign with me, then I can like who's your favorite player? I can help you get the signature,
Tanjong Pagar using the Queenstown
it's the Queenstown Stadium.
Stadium, yes.
Yeah. Because I know
Mark
some
can go and
teams
see
will
them.
use that. I know it's
You can watch your Queenstown. I can go watch my Akang United. Akang Stadium is the worst. I don't know why they have it there, but yeah.
What do you mean?
Queenstown-
So what kind
Queenstown
of complaints? Yeah.
Queenstown got team or not?
Queenstown
No, I don't
is
think
Tanjong Pagar lah.
Oh.
I
You should
thought
create one.
last time.
You should create one Queenstown Rangers.
Why name after Queen's Park Rangers?
Yeah.
Queenstown Rangers. I think
Same
last
lah,
time
sister
it was some foreign club, right, using Queenstown. Like
Yeah,
Brunei.
it's the French. Oh,
I
I thought it's the French club.
It's the Etoile FC.
Etoile. Yeah.
Etoile FC. Seoul.
Yeah.
They come and own us and then they just left.
Yeah, they did. Most
Oh,
of the foreign
yeah.
clubs foreign clubs come here, own us, and go home. So hopefully you enjoyed our review of Match Week 26. Everyone's excited. We've got a title race and a relegation race. 12 games left. Who knows what can happen? Even though we know nothing, hopefully today you've learned something. See you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.